Topping 1,000 yards through the first 10 games of the season, the latest man to don number 88 for the Dallas Cowboys is the real freaking deal. CeeDee Lamb, the engine of this potent Dallas attack, gives Dak an open target at all depths of the field. Only the second man to ever top 150 yards in 4 straight games, he's without a doubt one of the best receivers in the league. Let's break down what makes him such a special player. A master route runner, Lamb commands and executes the entire tree with great precision, producing perfect pivots and footwork to free himself from even the stickiest of DBs. Any great route runner knows that he's got to be able to cook on the slant, and CeeDee stays losing his man. Top of your screen here, and Pollard will motion out of the backfield in McCarthy's modernized offense, revealing New York's man coverage. Top rookie Deonte Banks is taking a strong inside leverage against 88, trying to cut off any easy pass, but CeeDee flips his hips and fools him with great footwork. Getting high onto his toes on the stutter step, CeeDee sells that boundary burst on the fade. Then, with a strong left jab, makes Banks open his hips before cutting back across his face to win inside leverage. Dak sees his boy win and fires a dart to move the chains. Against off-man, CeeDee adapts, but is no less deadly. Foregoing the quick shuffle for 3 strong strides, Lamb gives no indication of the slant until he's cutting into the open space, carrying his man to reset the downs. And that yak is such a strong part of his game. Here, Ferguson will exit motion from his H-back position, causing the Rams to slide across and swap banjo coverage for straight man. Again, CeeDee quickly gets through his first 3 steps, but this time uses the hop to unsettle his man. Splitting his feet allows the cut to go in either direction, freezing the DB and allowing CeeDee to cut to space. But he's not done, shrugging off the diving tackle, then bouncing and dipping through double contact to the 25. With teams giving up the flat intentionally in the modern NFL, the out route has got to be a part of your bag. Dallas again uses that Ferguson exit motion to show the defense and open up the sideline space by sending him on a wheel. With the corner much closer to the line of scrimmage, CeeDee is more conscious on his release, before bursting off his inside leg to create a yard of space. The ball's on target, and CeeDee tries his best to stretch, but falls just short of the first down. And again, a very similar look, and 88 shows his ability to read a defense. The DB over him blitzes on the snap, so CeeDee sits down his out route to find the space, offering Dak the hot route option against the pressure. Being able to read a defense is doubly important for a man who works a lot from the slot and number 3 position, where modern offenses require receivers to read and react to coverages. Running a pivot route here, CeeDee is given a hitch route to run, then can pivot out in either direction depending on the defense. He'll stay on a hitch if it's zone. He'll work middle and across versus man, and if he's walled, he'll pivot back out on a whip route. Lamb reads nobody else in center field but Kevin Byard shadowing him. First pausing on the hitch to make him crash downhill before cutting back middle to leave him flat-footed, with more yak to extend the damage. And here it is again against the Rams. Feeling a linebacker on his ass, Lamb begs for the ball, getting it quickly from Dak, before hitting a 180 to lose him, then hitting Darion Kendrick with a nasty early juke, picking up a block before lowering his head for the first. Probably my least favorite part of this reworked Dallas offense though, is their over-reliance on hitches. But hey, 88 has a master, constantly leaving DBs flat-footed wherever he goes. He's out the blocks fast, and without his DB getting out of his back pedal, CeeDee looks to step into his next gear before slamming on the brakes, needing just 3 steps to stop all of his momentum, showing great body control to pivot low and behind him for the catch. And he's so good at this, you can rely on it even on a long third down. Head down and full sprint off the line. CeeDee is trying to sell that deep route before quickly stopping all his momentum, dropping the DB to his knees and creating 5 yards of separation. He's a yard short though, but quick feet make light work, making sure to immediately get upfield on third down and gain a fresh set of attempts. It's not all underneath though. CeeDee can stretch the field, attacking the intermediate gaps as well as over the top. The post route is a favorite of his, and this is a beautiful route and win. Akello Witherspoon is taking a strong inside stance, trying to wall off the space, but CeeDee shows advanced understanding to win. He's gonna use the hop release to split his feet and leave the direction of his cut ambiguous, but watch the direction of his hop before he splits his feet, bursting off the line to gain back some of that inside space, before splitting his feet and cutting off his outside to truly win the inside. He then pushes his stem upfield hard to the 40 before producing another sharp cut to lose his man. Dak throws this with great anticipation while getting lit up, and Lamb rewards him by taking this into opponent territory. And against off man, he's winning for the score. Again, big strides to eat up the cushion. Then a nice hezzy and fake cut to the corner, before hard break off the left foot to win inside and to the post. Dak's a little late to his side, and with the safety lurking, CeeDee slows down and boxes out his man, showing great strength through the score. And the reason people are biting on the cut is because he's absolutely deadly on the corner route. Working from the slot this time, he again gets out the blocks fast and then bamboozles his man with the footwork. He hops up and looks like he's gonna stab his right to cut to the post. But it's just a dummy step, and the power is coming off the left, sending Bobby McClain into a tailspin and a wide open throw for Dak. Trusting this route and connection, Dallas went to it again on 4th down. Running a return motion, CeeDee spies the man coverage for his team, and Dak knows this is on. 88 cuts earlier this time to sell that slant to move the chains, and both the corner and Blankenship the safety bite on it, leaving CeeDee another cut to take himself clear to the corner. Dak has this up early, allowing Lamb to track this over the shoulder. And here's his great ability to read and run it against zone. His eyes are up reading the whole time, and with nobody following him and the safety playing half field, CeeDee runs the corner as quickly and as smoothly as possible, attacking that intermediate hole on the boundary, and another beauty is dropped in. And while most of the fades are left to Cooks and Gallup, CeeDee is just as capable of going over the top. He hops off the line and, facing very physical press, is boxed to the sideline, but CeeDee is too strong, ripping away to create a clear running path. Dak has to put this up early though, and he doesn't throw it long, but that's not a problem for CeeDee, who simply elevates and goes over his man for the reception. And back to his usual slot position off the Ferguson motion, he again goes to the hop release, leaving rookie Banks to try to throw a punch and lose position. He's staying physical through the stem though, trying to hang on, but CeeDee doesn't care about the PI, catching this with just one hand. Snag. When you've got a player this good, you've got to find ways to manufacture him touches. He's so good after the catch that just getting him the ball with just a slither of space can create a chunk pickup, and even a field flipper. They love to target him on this under route off the boot, and I love an offense that will put their playmaker in the most likely place to catch this concept. And there's plenty of bubble screens and RPO options for Dak to throw, keeping the quick throw rhythm of this offense that's shown a willingness to throw quick concepts and attack the backed off modern defenses. All good teams should find a way to use their number one guy out of the backfield, as it creates such advantageous angles and mismatches. This is also something Dallas does nicely. They start with 2 in the backfield here, but motion their number 2 back, Rico Dowdle, out wide, leaving CeeDee the lone back. The Eagles slide with it, indicating zone, but it's a split field coverage, and Zach Cunningham, the linebacker, is now tasked with manning CeeDee. Running a Texas route, Cunningham way overcommits to the flat, and 88's fast feet have him wide open across the middle. This time it's Pollard in the backfield with him, but again, he motions boundary, leaving CeeDee flanking Dak. The defense is sitting very far off expecting pass, but Dallas doesn't drop back, giving CeeDee a carry on a read option. His yak strength is just as good as a runner, bursting wide when Tyron Smith seals the edge, then splitting 2 defenders for the first. And Mike McCarthy loves an end around, timing one to perfection here against the Giants. Gallup will motion to form a trips bunch, and then both the guard and Luke Schoonmaker pull as if they're running GH counter, but Dak instead flips it to CeeDee, with Schoonmaker pivoting back 180 and becoming Lamb's lead blocker. Everybody, including both safeties, crash hard down to stop Pollard, leaving a lone corner to defend the backside, who is quickly cleared out, leaving a stroll for the score. While talent is the main tormentor, the connection he's formed with Prescott has elevated again this year. They seem in sync on the scramble drill, trusting each other's moves and reading the defense exactly the same. Dak should have a wide open Jalen Tolbert here across the middle, but Hassan Reddick has hit Terrence Steele with a chop move and is beelining straight for his ribs, forcing a step up and scramble. Reading his QB as left the pocket after his hitch-up, CeeDee knows he's got to freelance, turning upfield to lose his man on the double move before quick cutting boundary to offer an option on the long 3rd down. And here against the Giants, they're going to pseudo-double him with Isaiah Simmons bumping him hard and Darnay Holmes carrying him over the top. The Giants' split field coverage has Dak second-guessing and missing a dig, and now there's pressure incoming forcing more improv. CeeDee is watching all this knowing his fade is cut off through leverage, but stays alert for the play. Dak throws up a dangerous one, but CeeDee is ready, coming back to the underthrown ball and turning a busted play into a positive chain mover. Firmly cementing himself into the upper echelon of wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb has been on a tear this season that shows no sign of slowing down. On pace for 1,700 yards, Lamb has shown a consistency for getting open that rivals any top wideout and has helped drive the revitalized and modernized McCarthy offense to second in the league in points per game. While that number is more flattering than the overall offensive tape, just know this man CeeDee Lamb is a beast.